Hello, today I'll be showing you how you can add an SSH key to your GitLab. An SSH key is basically how GitLab communicates with your device to pull or push files in a secure manner. It is an alternative to using username/password HTTPS authentication for any Git repository. If you don't have an existing SSH key, these are the steps to create one. So first, open up your terminal. There are two types of SSH keys. First, we're going to create the ED25519 key. So type the following command into your terminal to create the ED key. You can also give it a label or a message so that later you know which key this is. Accept the default location to save the key by pressing Enter. You should leave the passphrase empty by pressing Enter twice unless you have a good reason to password protect your key, such as using a shared device. And there is your public SSH key. You can also make an RSA key. An RSA key is said to be slower and not as secure as the ED key if it is less than 2048 bits. And the ED key is a newer type of SSH key. However, we will make ours enough bits so that it is not a problem. This command is similar to the command you use to create the ED key, except you can change the type of key to RSA and specify the number of bits to 2048 or more. So type the following command. Accept the default location to save the key again. And again, generally you should leave the passphrase empty unless you have a good reason not to. And there is your public RSA key. You can see that these keys exist if you go to the root directory of your terminal and then cd into the .ssh directory. By typing ls, you can see a list of all your SSH keys. To add the key to your GitLab, first, you need to copy either one of the public RSA or ED keys. Make sure you copy the public SSH key and not the private. The public SSH key ends in .pub. You can either manually copy this by typing in cat and the file name and then copy the result, or you can type in the following command. I'm going to be using the command for a Mac, but depending on the device you have, the command will be different. You can refer to the SSH Keys tutorial on the Colab website to see a list of all the different commands. Now that it is copied, we can head over to GitLab and add it. So go to your GitLab and sign in. Click on your profile icon in the top right corner of the navigation bar and select Settings from the drop-down. Then, on the left navigation bar, click SSH Keys tab. Paste your entire key into the large input box. As you can see, the key starts with the SSH dash and the key type, followed by the actual key and the label for it so you can identify it. Click Add Key, and then you are done. Check if you are connected to GitLab by typing this following command into your terminal: ssh-t git at gitlab.oit.duke.edu or whatever the host name for your GitLab is. It will ask you if you want to continue connecting to this host, and if this is correct, then type yes. The terminal should display a welcome message. Now you are all connected to start using GitLab.